What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I've got a very interesting idea on the way. I've got an account that I just made fresh off Tutorial Island. I've conveniently named it Bone Job, and this name is actually going to do work later in the video. As you guys can see, we have absolutely no stats because for what we are going to be doing today, you don't actually need any. All you need is some starting cash, which is going to be the only requirement for today's challenge. We're going to be doing 1 hour of bone running, and if you guys don't know what this is, basically players who train in player-owned houses by using bones on a gilded altar have to unnote their bones at an NPC every single inventory. Now this wastes time and it also makes the skill less AFK, so what we're here to do is fulfill that job of making the skill more AFK for the player by running the bones for them, and obviously we're going to be getting paid because we ain't doing this for free. Now the reason I really want to make a video on this is because I want to shed some light onto this, because I know that a lot of people would love this service when training prayer because it makes it so much faster and so much less tedious. So I hope that this allows some people to make some money and actually helps people train prayer at a faster rate. Now before you can even start this, you need to buy your very first house. So you're just going to head right over to Falador. Once in Falador, just run southeast down to the house with the house icon on the minimap. Talk to the estate agent once inside, say how can I get a house? Say yes please, and you will be charged 1000 GP for a starter house. He'll give you a construction guide, but you can drop that because we're not playing in 2005. Once you've done that, congratulations, you now have a house. Now after you've bought your house, what you're going to want to do is come to the GE and spend all your money on dragon bones. These are the most commonly used bone at the gilded altars, so it is your safest bet to just buy these. For now, I'm just going to buy 500 dragon bones. Now this isn't important at all, but I just got a briefcase for the swag points. But yeah, once you have your noted bones, make sure you bring at least 10k cash because you actually need to pay a very small fee to unnote the bones, and then just go ahead and break your house teleport. Once inside your house, enter the portal, you'll be shifted outside, and now the most important step, hop to world 30 because this is where the house party / gilded altar world is. Alright guys, once you're in world 30, you're going to see a lot of people spamming names. These are people who actually have a house with a gilded altar, which means people are going to be training prayer inside these houses. Before you actually go into the house though, you're going to run south to the NPC called Files. You're just going to hit the exchange all button, and as you guys can see, he unnotes your bones for a very small fee. And once you're done that, you're just going to go into the house of the player hosting. Now once you're in the house, you're just going to run to wherever the altar is located. Usually it's north, just for the convenience of the player. And as you guys can see, there are at least a bajillion players here. Now if you're going to be doing this, guys, please step at least 4 tiles away from the altar. It just makes it easier for the people training prayer to do their clicks. And once you guys are here, it's very simple. All you're going to do is spam running bones, fee 1d bone. And I'll show you guys what that means once I actually start getting someone to run bones for. Alright, so I've had to come to a different house because there's actually someone already doing the bone running strategy at Truji's house. So now we're at DBDR's house, and I've actually got someone that wants to take on my offer of 1d bone per inventory, and I'm just going to tell him that I'm ready, and I'm just going to wait till his first inventory is done, and then you guys will see how this actually works. Alright, so we've got our first customer. I'm actually going to start the timer here. So what I do is I put in 26 unnoted bones, and then he puts in 27 dragon bones. As you guys can see, we profit 1 dragon bone every single run. And then what you're going to do after you trade them is you're going to run back to Files where you're going to unnote your bones. And then you just rinse and repeat the process. Now there are other ways you can do it. They could just pay you a flat fee before you actually start running bones for them, but unless you're doing it with someone you actually know and is trusted, please do it this way just so you don't get scammed. If you guys are really smooth and fast at this, you can actually run bones for 2 separate players, which is what I'm going to be attempting to do. So as you guys can see, we've got Centurion here, 58, and he's just going to give me the cash for the extra D-bone. Alright, so I think I've timed it perfectly with these 2 guys here. So we're going to do the first one, which is Centurion. We're going to go unnote our bones, and we have to come back quick enough before the other guy's actually done his inventory. As you guys can see, that did not take too long at all, and we actually profited 2 D-bones. Yes, I've got the rhythm down now, which means that we're actually running 2 people at the exact same time, because every single inventory we're making like 3k, and all we're doing is unloading bones. But yeah, for just a 3k fee, guys, if you think about it long term, it is way worth the time that you actually save using a bone runner. I think it's something that a lot more people need to start doing. It's kind of similar to wyvern running if you think about it. You're just charging players for a convenience, and I don't see anything, wrong about it. I just think it's a refreshing idea, and that a lot more houses in the game could actually use methods like this. But yeah, we're just 5 minutes in, and I've got a really nice rhythm going now. Hopefully we can just do this for the rest of the hour. Now, the good thing about getting 27 noted bones back is that this is in essence why the method actually requires absolutely nothing else except for 26 dragon bones and a bit of starting cash so that you can pay files the fee for unloading them. Because you profit 1 bone every single time, you're only ever getting more dragon bones than you started with. I have absolutely no idea how much we're going to make by the end of the hour, which is, what I'm most excited for actually. Should trade me in like 3, 2, 1, now. Oh my god, he did. Dude, I've got the rhythm on fleek. It's funny because you actually get more dragon bones doing this than on like a mid-level account killing the green dragons. I think if you get the rhythm absolutely perfect, the max amount of players you can efficiently run for is 3, which is just absolutely insane though, because you're getting so many bones per hour in profit. Thank you very much, sir. Almost at the 440 bone mark. Oh, that's his last bone, isn't it? Yup. Came back on his last freaking bone. Called it right there. Again, if you're an absolute savage like me and you can juggle 2 players, use this absolutely broken pool that shouldn't be in the game Jagex added, and all your run energy comes back. If you guys want a quick tip on a good camera angle to use, just try to copy the one I'm using. I'm actually playing on fixed screen right now. You're going to put your north normally where your west is, but then angle it just slightly to the EXP orb. And you're just going to want to stay zoomed all the way out and just look at this. When you come outside the house, boom, there's files. Right click them, hold 3, and then you can actually get the right click back in on the friend's house. And then and yeah, it's just bada bing, bada boom. 1, 2, 3, ABC. It's really easy actually, so wait, that actually all rhymed and I wasn't even anticipating it. Alright, I'll be fair, at this point I've actually ran out of things to say. Dude, no way. Why am I DC'd? Wow. Oh my god, I just lost my perfect 2-man juggle. I DC'd, boys. Oh my god. That's such a rip. I mean, this guy is still giving us bones here, but I'm just gonna have to rejuggle them. Okay, perfect. Whew. We saved the rhythm, boys. We're actually back on track now. That little DC hurt us just a little bit, but that is like the absolute worst thing that could happen with this method, just like DCing. Alright guys, approaching the 30-minute mark and 457 bones already. This is actually more AFK than you'd think. I thought I'd have to be paying a lot more attention to the game, but we're just chilling, watching some YouTube vids, catching up on what's been going on. But yeah, just another 30 minutes from now, and then we'll find out how much we've actually profited. The last inventory here, coming up to that 1 hour mark. Just gonna get a trade shortly here. I'm just gonna pause the timer. There it is. This is gonna be the last run I do for these 2 guys. Big shout out to QAC and Centurion 58 for actually letting me run bones for them. Just completely random players as well. Alright, these guys are really thankful for the running. Just told them that I'm actually going to head off now. And if you guys need to get to the GE, you can come here and just use the Ornate Jewelry box. I just quickly sold back the briefcase that we bought earlier for exactly the same amount. So this actually does not affect the outcome whatsoever. Now we're just going to go ahead and sell all of the dragon bones that we actually managed to acquire. And by the end of the video, guys, we made 188.5k profit in the hour. Not gonna lie, it's pretty terrible. Not the best way to make money in the game, but it was pretty AFK. To be fair, I'm not really advertising this as a way of making money. It's just a little challenge I wanted to try to do. Take this video as a tip, if you will, because bone running is actually very effective. If you use 2 accounts to run bones for 1, you don't actually have to pay a fee. But just the idea of a player bringing you the supplies so that you can save time, just wanted to kind of raise awareness around that concept, and it's actually a very viable strategy when looking for the best EXP rates. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is just go to the house that I was at, and I'm just going to tip the guy everything I profited. Again, thanks for DBDR for letting me use his house and actually do this here. If you guys didn't know, you can actually use a tip jar to tip the house hosts, which I think is a pretty cool addition to the game. This was actually added Not recently, but it's very nice. There we go, we donated it. Thanks at Bone Job, NP Man. And that is going to conclude the video, guys. Thanks again for watching. I know this wasn't the most exciting video, but if you guys didn't know what bone running was, now you know. It's a fun little thing you can do for friends, and some people can actually pay you quite a lot to do this if you know them. And if they need to get some quick prayer levels, just run some bones for them. If you're bored and literally have absolutely nothing to do, this is just something you can do to burn time. Don't really have much more to say, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. I'm working on something pretty spicy in a couple days. I'm going to drop that, so you guys better be ready for that. And until next time, have a great day, guys.